and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Well, hello there. Good evening. Welcome along. It is a Monday evening here in the UK on the south coast, and we are 90 seconds or so away from the regular MHG, FMR, ZLDR, PACK Monday Community Social Run. Hello Ryan, hello Grace, hello Tina, hello Steve, hello Bob, hello Denise, hello Amy. We are all in the run. I think most people are in the run. So we're going to go. I reckon. What should we do today? Should we start at 9? Oh, heart rate. I haven't put my heart rate on. Hang on. Can't do without heart rate. That'd be a disaster. Search. HRM Pro. That'll do. That's the one we want. Oh, blimey! How many heart rate straps have we got today? Let's do Bluetooth heart rate. Oh yes, because I've bought a new Ant Plus device. I've got a posh new Ant Plus device, So I'm now Bluetooth and AMP Plus compatible once again. After a little while, 30 seconds to go. Rob Harrison says hi, Stephen. Gina says hello, Stephen. Amy says hello, good evening, everyone. Ryan says whoop whoop. Grace says hello. Tina, good evening all. Denise, thanks for plotting the start time in advance. I was able to plan my day to be here. Right, yeah, I did actually put the live stream up quite early today so that everybody had a chance. I'm going to start at 9, I think. Let's start at 9. We quite often start at 9 kph, don't we? So let's do that. We've got Salim. I think Salim is leading the run today. Diana is with us. There's Bob. There's Grace. Clive Finnimore has joined the run. Loads of everybody we know is here. Everybody we know, apart from Amy, who says I can't join tonight. I ran earlier as I've got both girls at home. Had to take them both for a PCR test today, as they both had positive lateral flow tests. Oh no! So maybe there is staying in to be done at the Amy Green household. We've done all that in the past few weeks. All the girls in this house tested positive, and all the men didn't. Sarah Jacobson is in the run. Theo Heldorn is in the run today. Amanda Allison is there. Hello, gang. You are all looking delicious today. Did I see Ian Matthews there as well? Hello, Ian. Stefan Gross. Hello, Stefan. Miguel from Spain. Hi. Gray says this is the place to be on Mondays. Sarah Jacobson is having technical difficulties today. Sarah's always the one who laughs at me when I have technical problems. She's trying to stream the run today, or live stream this event, and she's having technical problems herself, so she can't see me. I wonder if she can hear me. Clive says good evening, everyone, and he says hello, everyone in game as well. Jarrett is with us as well. Steve Milne is there. Hello, Steve Milne. John Fries is running with us today. So many people. Huge group of crazies today. So a comfortable 9 kilometres an hour to start with. Shall we do, 3 kilometres at 9? Oh no, Trev Wilson, man down. He's got flu. Oh, no. What? Are you sure it's flu? You haven't got COVID? Or it's not just a really bad cold? Is it definitely flu? Tina can't run with us because she's having her dinner. Oh, well, I've just had my dinner. So no doubt when we speed up a bit later on, I'm going to start feeling sick. Stefan's only with us for 30 minutes today. So, all right, Stefan, no worries. Salim says hi, everyone, and welcome. Sebastian Vogt is with us. So, has anyone got any gossip? This time last week, we were all getting very excited for the release of the new roads. Full stop. What happened there? Question mark, exclamation mark. So, the new roads. Neokyo, as it's called. We think now the 17th. We think the 17th. So we did think the 10th. Then they changed the calendar. Obviously some issue. So now we think the 10th. Oh, 17th. So now we think it's going to be the 17th when they are released. Tina Beard got thrown out of Monday Run Club earlier. Were you being disruptive again, Tina? The only way you get kicked out of Monday Run Club is misbehaviour. And knowing you, Tina, that's what it was for. Were you drunk again? Right, it's Gina's fault that we're all in yellow shirts again. Gina, honestly, we don't mind. We really don't mind, Gina. It's fine. I am getting so many static shocks, it's ridiculous. Oh, Tina was wearing headphones, yes. Well, you will get kicked out. I mean, it's UKA rules, isn't it? So, absolutely. Hello and welcome if you're new here. It's unlikely that you are new. I think most people who join this run or watch are regulars, but if you are new, thank you for joining. Thank you for saying hello. Do pop into the chat and say hello to us. This is Zwift. This is Zwift Running live. Running with people from all over the world. Carol Rushworth has joined us as well. Hello, Carol. Castro is there from Mexico. I think it's Miguel Castro, is it, from Mexico? Rob Harrison, hello. Rob's in the run. And we're running on a virtual world. And this is Makuri Islands. And Makuri Islands is currently only one set of roads, and this set of roads is called Yumezi. But we are waiting in the next 48 hours for a new set of roads to be added to Makuri Islands, and it's going to be Tokyo, but Tokyo at night with neon lighting, and so it's going to be called Neokyo. So neon Tokyo, Neon Tokyo, Neokyo. We were waiting for it last week. It didn't happen. So this week we think it's going to happen. It has to happen Wednesday. We think Wednesday. So that's what's going on. And like I say, if you've never been with us before, all the people that you can see listed on the right hand side of the screen there with all those flags, those are all real people. Everyone is running in their basements, their shed, their garage, their kitchen, on a treadmill. So they're all real people, and we're running in real time, so everyone has got their computer or their iPad or their iPhone or their MacBook open, and they're looking at the screen like I am now and watching themselves and all of the rest of us run in real time. I am always live streaming. Full stop. Even when I'm not on Zwift. I am live streaming. I think it's in my DNA now. Sarah Jacobson says, I can't be on Discord and stream Stephen at the same time. What do I choose? Oh, come on, Sarah. There's no competition. Really? You have to ask the question, Sarah. Do you know what? I'm just disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Jamie, hello Jamie, says hello. Hate that this run is in the middle of my work day and that my treadmill is still in peak. Two reasons why Jamie can't run with us today. Number one, it's in the middle of his work day. Obviously, if you're in the States, what is it now? It's 20 to 7 p.m. here in the UK, 20 to 8 on the continent in Europe. But in the US, of course, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon in New York, and even earlier, 11:30 in the morning over in Los Angeles. So those guys are in the middle of their work day. So anyone who's joined us from the States, John Fries, Gina, everyone else, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to come and run with us today. It's in the middle of Jamie's day, but also the other reason he can't run is because his treadmill is in bits. So even if it was his lunch break, it's Grace's lunch break. So a lot of people over in the US are running with us during their lunch break. So thank you for that, guys. At 10:30 a.m. in LA, not even 11:30 yet. 10:30 a.m. Wow, they're just starting their day. I was just having breakfast then. 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago. John Fries is having a long lunch. Rob Harrison says Discord every time. How rude, Rob. Can't believe it. Okay, Sarah, who's also in the States, she says, this is in the middle of my working day too, but I've been working since 6:45 a.m, so I made it happen. I suppose one of the good things, if you work for yourself, or if you're in the lucky position of being able to manage your own day, then you can just set aside an hour or so to come and run in your lunchtime or whenever it might be. Grace says, if FMR gets on Discord, I think I am on Discord, aren't I? Normally, when I go live, a link goes through to Discord for people to click on to get the live stream. But I think, like you guys, it's difficult for me to run on Zwift, to live stream, and to listen to Discord and anything else and watch a Netflix video all at the same time. But I know a lot of you people have that stuff going on. Some people have Discord in one ear and me in another ear. Saling says, yes, you can do all that stuff at the same time. Right, apparently somebody in black is running with us. Who's that then? Everybody in this run should be in a yellow shirt. That's actually an accident because we shouldn't be in a yellow shirt, but Gina's messed up again. It's fine. Actually, do you know what? It is actually quite good at everybody running in the same coloured shirts because, like I say, we kind of know who's who. But there is somebody there actually running in a blue shirt. Who's that in the blue? Right, Clive's feeling sorry for Gina. At least she hasn't told any terrible jokes yet. I did. Right, Gina now says I've just thrown her under the bus. At least you haven't told any terrible jokes yet, Gina. All right, okay. No, hang on a minute. I didn't ask for a joke, Gina. Oh no, me mentioning joke. The mere mention of telling jokes. Gina has taken this as a request for jokes. I apologise to everyone in advance. She says they're never terrible. Okay. All right. Well, we wait with bated breath for Gina's first joke. And then we will do another plug in a minute for Paris and Copenhagen And if you don't know what that's all about, stay tuned, because we could be seeing you in real life next year. Yeah, there is definitely somebody in a blue shirt there. Okay, did you know Yoda had a last name? Is this Yoda from Star Wars? I suppose there is only one Yoda, isn't there? Okay, did you know that Yoda had a last name? I have, by the way, a view of a spider killing a fly just to my right in the shed here. There is a little spider's web and a fly, bless it, has just got caught in the web, and the spider was straight down there and got him. Oh no, I can't read it. Yoda had a last name. Oh, Yoda Leahy-hoo. Yoda Leahy-hoo. Brilliant. Just brilliant. I nearly didn't get that. I was looking at it going, Leahy-hoo? What's that mean? I had to put Yoda's first name in it to get the joke. Fly dinner tonight. I've already had my dinner. Oh, a fly for dinner for the spider, not for me. Grace says, I'm about to book the Paris flight. Nice one. So who has signed up for Paris? Because I think we've got a few. I'll have to check up and see how many we've got for Paris. Sarah Jacobson, are you coming to Paris with us? We know that Kevin and Salim will be at Paris. We know Clive Finnimore will be in Paris. Grace will be in Paris. Sebastian Volt is going to be in Paris. Andrew Cutmore is going to be in Paris. Clive has booked the marathon and booked the hotel. Who's doing both Paris and Copenhagen? Grace, are you doing both? Gina, your first joke of the evening was actually not too bad. We'll give you 7 out of 10. Steve Milne says that his man cave is ready. Hang on a minute, let me just get to the page. Man cave is ready for the duathlon to start on Wednesday. That's the Zwift Run, the Zwift Duathlon League, starting on Wednesday. By the way, if you have not yet joined the Zwift Running League, but we had a medium attendance on Friday. Get your team together. You can still join. There are 5 runs left, 5 weeks left. So we've only had 1 week so far. So 5 weeks left. Get a team of 3 people together to run. Join the Zwift Running League by going to WTRL.racing. WTRL.racing, and join us next Friday or whichever day you choose, because there are various days that you can choose in various time zones. Jamie has booked Hotel Balmoral, a few minutes walk from the Arc de Triomphe, and had a room big enough for the 5 of us. Wow. Carol was thinking of doing Paris and travelling in the motorhome. Come on, Carol. Come on, you know you want to do that. Jamie says, flights purchased for the whole family. Hotel booked, trying to learn French in the next 4 months. Listen, I've been doing Paris Marathon for 10 years. And I also, once upon a time, many years ago, had a Belgian girlfriend. And my French is still terrible. So don't worry about it, Jamie, too much. They do like you to try, to at least try to speak a little bit of French when you get to Paris, but they won't expect you to be fluent, so don't worry about it too much. Yeah, that is a good point, Carol. Where on earth to park your massive motorhome? I don't know. Clive Finnimore recommends the iPhone translator to translate your terrible French into proper French, or just your average English. Oh, have I missed another joke, Gina? I'm sorry, Gina. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't find it all. I can't. Right. Oh, sorry, I have missed it. Now we're coming up to 3 kilometres. Shall we speed up, guys? No, I can't do multitasking, Seb. You're quite right. Does anybody want to speed up? Maybe to 9.5 kilometres per hour? Question mark. Anybody want to speed up 9.5 kilometres per hour when we get to 3? Come on, I think we can manage another 0.5 kilometre per hour, can't we? Sarah? Clive? Right, Sarah's good to speed up. John's good to speed up. Seb is good to speed up. Okay, when we hit 3 kilometres, we'll go up to 9.5. Rob Harrison quite rightly states that Carol's massive motorhome wouldn't fit through the Channel Tunnel. Yeah, good point, Rob. Okay, so here we go. 9.5 kilometres per hour now. Slight speed up. Jens has joined us, I think. Okay, Steve Milne is going to have a little bit of trouble, he says, keeping up with us. Don't worry, Steve. Just try and keep it together for as long as you can. Gina says, why is my avatar running in the middle of the road? Gina, are you drunk again? Question mark. Mark, good evening. He says, hope all is well. Everything is very good, thank you very much. We are jogging along at a comfortable pace. We've just sped up to 9.5 kilometres now. We'll stay here for another 3 kilometres. We're doing 10k tonight. And we've already discussed the fact that we think the new roads are coming in 2 days. 17th is the latest guess of when we'll get Neokyo. We've had a little bit of a discussion about Paris. Not really discussed Copenhagen, but we do certainly have quite a few names now for Paris, and I think we've got even more for Copenhagen. But you can there's no competition here, obviously, because we want people to do as many Copenhagen and Paris, or both, or whichever. There's no competition, but I think you can say that Jens is kind of organising Copenhagen, and I'm kind of organising Paris. I think that's how it's kind of working out. But, you know, if you can't do Paris, go and do Copenhagen. If you can't do Copenhagen, come and do Paris. If you can do both of them, do both of them. Amazing. And if you can't do any of them, we've still got the idea of a kind of conference in the UK, which I am currently half discussing with Zwift HQ. Like a Zwift conference where we do... So the latest discussions are along these lines. That we have a hotel we have a conference room, and set up in the conference room we have a couple of treadmills, and we'll do some competitions that'll be live on Zwift. So what Zwift HQ want is that we can link the meeting, the conference, back to the game. So what we should try and do is do some like competitions on Zwift with treadmills in the conference centre. We can also go out and run outside, and then the other idea is that we would have a speaker or two from Zwift HQ to come and talk, and we can ask them, we can fire questions at them as well. So it's just an idea at the moment, Grace. I'm kind of half discussing it with Zwift HQ, and we'll see how far we get. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Saying hello to myself. Hi, Alfredo. Alfredo says, hi, Stephen. Mark says, feeling a bit tired after the Alton Towers half marathon. A lot hillier than we thought. Yes, I saw that, actually. I saw that it was about 200 or 300 metres elevation, wasn't it? But no queues for the rides, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I think Grace says request. I'm friends. I've been friends with Eric for a while. I only kind of talk to Eric when it's something I really think he needs to know about. Because I mean, obviously, Eric is the boss of the whole thing, and he wouldn't involve himself necessarily in something like a Zwift Runners conference. I mean, he might do if he was in London and the Zwift conference was on. He might come up and talk with us. I don't know. Alfredo says, when will the new route be available? We are fairly confident now that it's going to be on Wednesday, but we thought we were fairly confident it was going to be the 10th of November. And that didn't happen. So we're fairly confident now it's going to be this Wednesday, the 17th. But when don't blame me when it doesn't happen on the 17th either. So yeah, so that's it. So Paris, Copenhagen, and possible Zwift Runners conference. But again, the other thing we haven't talked about is cost of that. So how much is it going to be upon you guys to pay? I mean, you'll obviously have to pay for your travel and your hotel, but will we provide the conference for free, or will we have to charge for that as well? I don't know. Zwift well, we'll certainly try and get something. If we do have a Zwift conference, we'll certainly try and get something together. Real life swag, says Grace. Yes, exactly. Right, Patrick Esser has got to leave us. He's got family duties. Take care, Patrick. See you, Patrick. Steve Milne says, ciao, Patrick. Clive says the Zwift goodie bags should be full of Kendal mint cake and mince pies. And Marmite. Surely Marmite as well. Now, we can't start that again. The entire run last week was taken up with me talking about Marmite. Surely we can't do that again. But yes, a Zwift swag bag with mince pies, Kendal mint cake and Marmite would be hilarious. Tina says it all sounds very exciting. Yeah, well, let's just see if we can get it all to happen yet. Because it may not, but we'll see. Well, we'll try. I'll try and get it sorted. Any advance on Marmite, comma, hot noodle, comma, mince pies, comma, Kendal mint cake? Question mark. Right, so we've got to find something else apart from those foodstuffs. Ah, Patrick was the runner in blue. So we had a runner in blue with us, and we wondered who it was, and it was Patrick, apparently. Right, Sebastian wants pot noodle. Steve Milne had a chicken and mushroom pot noodle for lunch, followed by a tin, I assume, of sausages and baked beans. I just want a good Cadbury's hot chocolate. Okay. Well, no, I just want good Cadbury's chocolate. Amanda Allison is off. So she's done her 5k. Well done, Amanda. Well done, Amanda. Take care. See you soon. Yeah, Victoria. Right. As you know, many of you, it was my birthday last week. For my birthday, one of my birthday presents was a box of mince pies. One of my other birthday presents was a pot noodle. So it was very difficult to decide which I liked best out of those two. I didn't get any Marmite though, did I, Vic? Victoria has in the past bought me a packet of Marmite flavoured crisps. What do you call crisps in America, by the way? Potato chips. Is that right? Potato chips. So yeah, in the UK you can get Marmite flavoured potato chips. Okay, Grace is now switching to Discord and joining Salim. She's had enough of the food talk. Mark Mansueto has a joke. Who hides in the bakery at Christmas? Who hides in the bakery at Christmas time? Who hides in a bakery at Christmas time? Question mark. Oh, you call them chips? Okay, that would be very confusing over here. As you probably know, because we call chips fries. We call fries chips. So we've got crisps, which are chips, and chips, which are fries. Big news of the day from Tina. I have Zwift on a big screen at last. She says it's awesome. Fantastic. How are you doing it? Are you plugging it direct in or are you streaming it from your phone? A mince spy. Who hides in a bakery at Christmas time? A mince spy. Oh no, right. Jean is now turned... No, Grace has now turned on music in Discord. That'll send Salim round the bend. Right, so Tina is now streaming Zwift from her phone onto a big screen. Right, and Victoria now says chips are different to fries. Well, yeah, I guess so. So in this country, chips and fries are also different. Because chips in this country are kind of thicker, bigger things. Whereas fries are those things that you get from McDonald's and KFC, the thin things. Whereas we also have chips over here, which are fatter things. Okay, 5 kilometres done. 5 kilometres left to go. We're in the village. Heart rate is 125, so we're in zone 2. but that's because I'm chatting a lot. Do you want me to sing, Salim? Would you like me to sing, Salim? Question mark. No! Mark, tell us your time for your half marathon. Mark Mansueto did the Alton Towers half marathon at the weekend. And I remember seeing it, but I don't remember the time. So if you can tell me what time you got, Mark, and were you pleased with it, or was it too hilly to make it a good time? Grace, well, I don't know whose singing is worse, yours or mine. Grace, who is the best singer, you or me? Question mark. Steve Milne says they had their first full Christmas dinner on Saturday. A full 6 weeks before Christmas. Oh, right, Salim, now you're asking for it. You are now seriously asking for it, Salim. Do you want everyone to log off? Question mark. Rob Harrison says Stephen was in a boy band, so it must be good. I was not in a boy band. I was not in a boy band. And I was not in a Korean boy band either. Yeah, bad idea, Salim. You do not want us to sing. A Grace Stephen across the pond duet. Okay, Grace, we'll have a right, we should do karaoke in Paris. Karaoke in Paris. Here we come. Is Nick running with us? Is Nick Lloyd running today? I've just noticed Yoko as well. Yoko's running. Hi, Yoko. Clive Finnemore's now up for karaoke. Gina says Grace is going to kick your butt. Well, she probably will, to be fair. It's a long time since I did any singing in anger. Okay, Mark's half marathon, he did 1:57, but if it had been a bit flatter, maybe I could have gone quicker. Yeah, so it was rather hilly. At the Alton Towers half marathon, Mark managed 1:57, which is not at all bad. Anything under 2 hours, that's pretty good. Right, apparently I've got to practice a song called Shallow from A Star Is Born. Okay. Shallow from A Star Is Born. I'll look it up. Oh God, what have I put myself in for? Right, I will look it up. I promise. If it's ridiculous, I'm not doing it. Steve Milne, who sat down with his family and had a Christmas dinner the other day, he says, I can highly recommend Yule Viennetta ice cream. Okay, Christmas Viennetta ice cream. Sarah Jacobson has some big news for us. She says, you'll be happy to know that my next half marathon is at Disney World, and Sarah is going to be dressing up as Mary Poppins. Will you also be flying into the air holding an umbrella? So we want photos, Sarah. Sarah is going to dress up as Mary Poppins for the Disney World half marathon. When is that, and can we have photos, Sarah, is the simple question. Right. Is anybody interested in going faster? 10 kilometres an hour? Is anybody interested in 10 kilometres an hour? Question mark. Sebastian says okay. Sarah will indeed have an umbrella strapped to her back. Clive Finnemore's happy to go up to 10. Okay, when we get to 6 kilometres, we'll go up to 10 kph, guys. Carol, Steve, Rob, John Fries, Sebastian, Theo. Okay, away we go. 10 kilometres an hour now. Okay, Steve, hang in there, buddy. Six kilometres an hour for the final 4 kilometres. We have 24 minutes left. Steve says, I'll try and hang in there. I'll try and keep up. I'll try to keep up again. You'll manage it, Steve. Sarah says, the half marathon at Disney World is on January the 8th. And of course I will share photos. I'll be dressing up as Mary when she joins the family. My friend is County Fair Mary. County Fair Mary? Now you've lost me there. I don't know what County Fair Mary is. Oh, I see what you mean. The different costumes that Mary Poppins wears in the film. Okay, yeah, I think that's what you mean, isn't it? Right, Bob de Boer, I think, has just left us. Take care, Bob. See you soon. We're still running around the village. We've got 4 kilometres left, or just under 4 kilometres left to go of our community run on a Monday. Every Monday now, we all join together. All the main kind of clubs or communities of Zwift running. So we've got ZLDR, Zwift Long Distance Runners. We've got the Make Humanity Great Club, led by Clive Finnemore. We've got FMR, Film My Run, which is me. And we've got PACK, which is Ryan Downey. So all those 4 clubs, we get together on a Monday. And we all run 10k together around the Makuri Islands. And it's always a bit of fun. Mark says his wife, who is also called Victoria, as is my wife, his wife Victoria also did the half marathon at Alton Towers, and she did 2:26, which was a PB for her. And she also found the hills tough. So if you get your wife on a flat course, Mark, she'll get a 2:20, won't she? Brilliant. Well done to Victoria. Good job. Stephen is stopping at 8 kilometres. No worries, Stephen. Oh, gosh, that was quite a harsh static shock, that was. That actually hurt. Well done, Stephen. See you again soon. Although, actually, we've still got a couple of kilometres to go. Mind you, no, Stephen's a bit ahead of us, isn't he? Stephen's on about 7.5 kilometres. So, he'll be stopping shortly. We are on 6.5 kilometres. So we've got 3.5 to go. Jamie says he's jealous of Sarah because he wants to dress up as Mary Poppins. I think I'm reading that correctly. I'm considering the Dopey Challenge at Disney in 2023, which is 5k on the Thursday, 10k on Friday, half marathon on Saturday, and a full marathon on Sunday. That would be absolutely amazing, Jamie, if you could do that. But don't dress as Dopey. Just dress as Mary Poppins, like you want to. You know, get yourself dressed up as Mary Poppins and do 5k, 10k, half marathon, and full marathon. That'd be a nice sweaty costume by the end. I guess you should watch it every night. Maybe wash it after every run. Make a change, because normally Jamie only puts his Mary Poppins costume on a Saturday and a Sunday, so Thursday and Friday would be a little addition to the weekend attire. So we still have a really nice little group together. Sebastian, Clive, Rob, Steve, John, Carol, Theo, all running together, and then just ahead of us we've got Salim, and just behind us we've got Gina. Where's Grace gone? Actually, I tell you what we'll do. With just over 3 kilometres to go, let's go round everyone and give some ride-ons. There's plenty of people who've already finished. Yeah, but Gina, you do it deliberately to kind of, you're like a sheepdog, like herding everybody in, keeping everyone, organised. Maybe saying you're like a sheepdog is probably not the best thing. Right, here we go. Okay, so there's Salim, Jakobsen, there's Steve, Westelberg, there's Gina. Oh, Chris Beale has joined us. Oh no, is that a different Chris Beale? Yeah, that's not the Chris Beale I'm thinking of. It's a different C Beale. Okay. Sousa from Portugal. Well done, Sebastian. Ride on for Sebastian. Clive Finnemore. Go and join Clive. On Wednesday and Friday for the MHG 5K. I was going to try and give myself a ride on there, but that doesn't work. Rob Harrison. Steve Milne. Carol Rushworth, John Fries, Theo Heldorn. I think we've done Gina. Did we do Grace? Did I find Grace? Jarrett says Stephen the Younger. Well, we've got Steve Milne as well. I don't know how old Steve Milne is. Is he older than me or younger than me? Bob says, pity I had to stop. What was the matter, Bob? Steve says definitely the younger. Hey, I'm only 35, Rob Harrison says sheepdog, no. Wonder Woman, yes. Yeah, that's probably right. Okay, so 3 kilometres to go. Right, Steve Milne's 47. So he's just a boy. Just a boy. I think Stephen is about 15. The other Stephen. As Gina says, Stephen, you have to tell them that we're old because it's awesome. Hang on a second, I missed that. Stephen, you have to tell them you're old because then... Oh, I can't see it. Because then it's awesome that we're out here. You mean that we're not covered in a blanket sitting watching the TV? Amy says, right, I'm off to sort the girls out. Have a good rest, everyone. Have a good rest of the run, everyone. Thanks, Amy. I was going to say goodbye to Amy in the run, but of course she wasn't running with us, was she? Jarrett says, to Salim, you do run like a 29-year-old. Was Salim trying to claim he was 29? See, at least I try and get away with it with 35. You can't get away with 29, Salim. He is not 29. I think Garmin puts my age at 40. 41 or something. Sheena says I'm 89. Right, don't start going searching up boy band. You won't find anything of me in a boy band. So just 2.5 kilometres left to go now. 14 minutes left. And this is the FMR, PACK, ZLDR, MHG community run. Most of the fast runners are finished now. We're 48 minutes in. We're just taking it nice and easy here. Starting our training week with an easy 10k on Zwift. Apparently Oleg is back to reclaim what's his. Sebastian says he's 51 apparently. I'm not even going to hazard a guess if that's your real age or not. Mark Manswetter says, just turn your cap around and it'll be the perfect boy band look. Well, if you look on Zwift, I have got my boy band hat on. Haven't I? Or have I changed it? Is that me? No, that's not me, is it? No, I put my white hat back on, didn't I? Okay. Hang on a minute then. I don't know, because I've got a big bit sticking out here. Hang on. What do you think? I'm not sure that looks all that good, to be honest with you. It's all this big bit at the front here doesn't look right as far as I can see. I would only wear my hat like this Salim, are you talking to me? You saying it's better? I would only wear my hat like this if it was really windy. Right, Sebastian says it looks cool. Rob Harrison is 55, but Garmin says he's 20. How do you get to knock 25, 30, hang on a minute, 35 years off your age? Right, I'm 52. And my Garmin says I'm about 41. Old boy band. Yep. Kim Sol says it's a unicorn look. Is that because I've got something sticking out the front there? Carol's 52 as well. Right, Carol, when's your birthday? Because I'm 52, but I think... Are you just a bit more, like, into your 53rd year than I am? Right, Gina, don't laugh at Kim. This just... Kim feels that she can just have a go at me now. Because Kim's like the Zwift expert and corrects me every time I get something wrong. Less than 2 kilometres left now. Right, Jeff Partridge says it looks, turning my cap around like this, she says looks better than the Norman Wisdom look with the peak up. John Fries is 51, but he says he's trying to look as young as Mr. Cousins. Look, if I took my hat off, there's a little bit more grey hair than I would like to admit on the top of my head. Okay, Carol's birthday is May the 2nd. Everybody remember that for next year. Carol's birthday is May the 2nd. She'll be 53 on May the 2nd. So yeah, you're about May, June, July, August, September, October, November. You're about 6 months older than me. Tina Beard says I'm the oldest, 57 in a month's time. Well, Tina, you don't look it. Not at all. And not for the amount you run as well. Amazing. 1 mile to go. Kim says I'm feeling old now. Kim's 35 as well, by the way. Kim and I, same age. I don't know what's worse, talking about food or how old we all are. Well done, Salim. So Salim is just coming up to 10 kilometres. And he says, don't forget about Paris and Copenhagen. If you want to come to either of those runs next year, sign up for the Paris Marathon, sign up for the Copenhagen Marathon, one or other or both. And we will see you either in France or Denmark next year. Yeah, Carol says Tina doesn't look 57. Jamie says, cut your hair like mine, with no guard on the clippers, and you won't have any grey hair to worry about. Yeah, but then, Jamie, I'll be really worried what the shape of my head is. Tina says, Yoko is amazing. Yeah, she